Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and Black Ice version 11.3.2 in the Soviet Union campaign. And where we left off, we'd retaken the kind of Baltic area of the country. We'd made our first inroads into Germany. Or in fact, yes, full Germany, which is kind of cool. And we'd retaken a few of our starting points. Now, the Germans still have a relatively large contingent of troops within kind of the Ukrainian, Moldovan, and the Belarusian kind of areas of the country, moving into kind of Poland. But what we do have is a plan. And the plan is to launch a huge offensive through the middle here of this area to surround the Pripyat marshes on two sides. So I'm picturing an attack like this, spearheaded by a front here and one here, all to meet up towards Warsaw and Brest-Litovsk. So these are the two kind of linchpins. And then an attack from our kind of Ukrainian front, which we're going to move forwards through here towards Krakow, but specifically towards Lvov. And then from Lvov, wheeling north to capture all of the units within the marshes and also along the front here. Now, if we can destroy all of these units, I think that leaves us in a relatively good position to launch a proper full attack. Now, the weather favors us, and apart from this unit here, I would say that we're pretty much ready to go. We've got tanks and things. We've got all of our units well and truly rested. And we're going to counterattack there a little bit. Now, all of you, go straight forward there, please. And then we're going to take some of them, like so. And then we're only going to attack in places where there's plains. Although we've got enough forces here to make that worthwhile, so we will do that. Now, simultaneously, we want to have a little look at the terrain here. So, yeah, I want to kind of move these units around. So that we're doing the majority of the work like so. And leave these garrisons behind. Yeah, and we are moving, or we were moving some units kind of up and around, because that's a key kind of important point. And then you can attack into there. I almost want to attack with you, but exclude those infantry. Yeah. Then the question is, can we push through in any other areas? Let's see what we can do. Now, we have fought already some rather large battles. And yeah, it does look like they're beginning to melt already. And in fact, we've got some victories down here in the south. Now, a lot of these units are really lacking large amounts of organization. So if we can get this attack kind of going, we should be able to quite easily make a forward movement. Now, we've also rectified the vast majority of our economy issues. So we've got some events. But the key thing that we've done is we've built huge amounts of energy, rare, and metal factories, which is having obviously quite a favourable advantage for us. And as I say, I'm not bothered about attacking kind of in areas that fill me with major concern. I can see a fair amount of Germans. Now, they did get some reinforcement units, like we talked about at the end of the last episode. Okay, so defensiveness will be 45. Extreme combat tactics at 43. That's fine to keep going. And there's like a load of 44 level there. We're doing all of our planes. Very good. And we've got the machine gun combo to get there. Let's get those ones. We're doing tech kind of in order at the moment because we've had a fair amount that we need to catch up on. And we will eventually win that battle by the looks of it, but it will be hard fought. Same thing over here, but we want to flank the marsh position and kind of cut through down here in such a way that we thread this kind of gap here towards Brest-Litovsk. Okay, so the problem is supply a little bit, it must be said. Right, the supply situation in the south isn't the greatest. It doesn't matter how many supplies you make if all of your kind of supply situation is a little bit stuffed. So let's carry that forwards. Can we? Yeah, we can. Let's see if we can't. No, we can't there. I want to take an attack in that direction. And I can see one single tank division there is causing us a little bit of problems. Forces there. Key thing is going to be just making sure that we can break through here. This province here, I believe, has some relatively large kind of forts and things, so we want to be a little bit careful about those. We want to bypass them if we can. That's caused a victory there. Our tanks can keep on moving through. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing supply problems pretty much everywhere. Now, I think we are kind of doing. Yeah, we're already doing like all of these supply throughput ones. I wonder though, do we have any supply? We do. We've got one guy there. And I think I'm happy to leave kind of someone else in command elsewhere. But the main thing is, can we get the supply level to kind of improve for our units? There we go. Let's keep it going. Now we've got some kind of forts and things over here that we need to be a little bit careful of. But we need to be careful of kind of anything else other than that. You can go there. Let's take you and move you over there. Just want to cover our flanks kind of relatively equally at the moment. We don't have to make the world's speediest progress. And I think I did just see... Is that a successful movement there? It does somewhat look like it. Some panzer divisions and things. So we're breaking some units there. We're breaking some Volkssturm. And a few other places elsewhere, likewise. Division there is just broken and kicked the bucket. Let's get these guys down to make sure they're not going to impact anything. Tanks and things can keep on moving. And then all of you. So the planes division units. All of you fine gentlemen. I'm not sure. Are you out of supplies? No, there is 1 day left apparently. Right, the good old 20th, always good. So all of you just help lend a hand there. We will leave behind 4 infantry divisions at the base to kind of keep an eye on that. And then our tanks, so Zhukov, and these limited motorized units, if they head that way, let's really hit them where it hurts. Okay, cool. And yeah, I'm not... Just want to wheel towards Lvov. Now, I'm expecting progress to be quicker in the south than in the north. Mainly because there's definitely more German units here, and we're dealing with territorial pride modifiers. But overall, we should be able to bust both fronts wide open. And I think we're seeing that with the kind of 60 or so divisions that I have slamming into 5 German units. And yeah, it's not a great battle, but it's passable. So if we move up all of you, that would be lovely. Move you into position, you into here, and then I can see that there's a general counterattack happening over there. Okay, Chernovsky is struggling a little bit, but what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to try and overtake, if we can, in a couple of different spots. And stop the pull out of any units. Okay, so Belov is leading a masterful defense here. What we want to see is an immediate counterattack there. So keep on pushing. So that doesn't look too bad. Struggling a little bit with rivers and things, but not horrendous. Right, so these are not strong units. Some reinforcements happening here, but nothing kind of crazy. And I just want to move around the marshes, because we should be able to encircle units kind of if we move about in the right way. And yeah, we should have no trouble against SS fanatics. We're going to keep everyone moving, but we're going to leave behind, I think, just a few units here. Just to continue to act as like our little screening force. Because I can see a lot of very, very discombobulated German units caught over here. Like, this looks like a prime encirclement, if we can pull it through. How about into this part of the world? So it's a lot of territorial pride that's helping them. It's worth noting that. So we need to be a little bit careful with these battles. But a nice, strong, sturdy defense should be remarkably helpful. Okay, now the question is there any infrastructure? Is that because it's not built up? No. So we have now cut this kind of bottom area off from enemy units, which is good. Now, if the north would hurry up, I would be much obliged. 22nd Infantry Division, sure. Throw more into the meat grinder, Germany. Okay, let's move you guys around. And then, yeah, we're leaving you behind. Let's leave, yeah, you there, but let's take all of you. Are you? And then let's go like so. That just helps clean up that front a little bit, which is good. And then we can take that tank unit over. Okay, we've encountered some German units that have a little bit of punch to them, a little bit of fire. So we're not far away from Lvov. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take several units this way. And we're going to take several units that way. Then we're going to take you. And we're going to take Tolbukin. And then we're going to split these last four equally as well. And then we're going to move 4 divisions to take that thing's place. And we're going to move some divisions as well to take that place as well. Doesn't seem too bad. Okay, a couple of heavier divisions there to deal with. Not ideal. One of these two is going to give quicker than the others. And then once we do knock through here, we can then start getting into terrain to spread out in. Because we've got a lot of units here that are currently bottlenecked that we will push through with. So we are slowly winning this. It's not a huge amount of German divisions, but there's a few in there. A little counterattack going through here, but being beaten back. Gorovov. Yeah, he's leading that. Good on him. Okay, and definitely cutting the noose of some of these enemy units down here. Infrastructure dead zone, helpful. Good for keeping units in a nice box. And I see a retreat happening. In fact, I see what looks like a retreat across the front. Now that SS Fanatics unit fighting very hard. Well done. assuming part of the reason why they're digging in is giving them quite a big bonus. So we're now just waiting on for some supplies. We can push in here. That move towards Lvov still going very strong. Keeping a large amount of units kind of bundled up. Good. And I think I can see an easy victory here. So good. And we want a similar kind of victory here. We're just waiting for this division to finally kick the bucket. Similarly, these look like they're pretty good, and oh, we're being counterattacked a little bit. Well, they can try, because that won't stop this big stack. And I think that Fanatics unit is about to kick the bucket. Counterattacked, but immediately going to win that. So what we then want to do is we then want to take some of our kind of supporting units and do something like that. In fact, the militia would best served doing this. Then an immediate attack here. Isn't a terrible idea. Don't give them a chance to kind of reinforce. Okay, and we're now running low on cash, everyone. So I think it's time to cancel any trades where we're giving away money. Now that is going to cause us to start losing rares, but hopefully we'll be okay long enough for everything else to work out. Don't care about... oh no, that is a plains one. Yeah, so we do care about that. Solnovsky. Oh, baby. Really moving it along. Right, okay. So... yeah, we're gonna... bring up some units here. But then we're going to attack with you. We're going to attack with you. We're going to attack... we're already attacking there. That's good. And we're being counterattacked here. Just want to get towards Lvov and peel north. Right, going to keep expanding heavy industry. Money shortage imminent. Yep, that's not great. But we're going to work on that. Doesn't cripple our economy. Still losing 34 point thingy a day. Now, do we have anyone that's crying out for supplies? So Germany is crying out for supplies. Finland. And you need supply. I don't suppose you want a lovely trade agreement, do you? No. No one's going to want a trade agreement, are they? Well, we'll take whatever we can get. That does mean yet more revolts, which strikes me as being a nightmare. want to avoid the marshes. Come on, a little bit. Ah, there we go. Good. That's what I want to see. And then I want you, fine gentlemen, to continue elsewhere. Guys are moving on up. Mr. Tolbukin is smashing Kramer. We are doing what needs to be done. Just wish that the counterattack here would stop. And I'm seeing a general movement here. Move that up as well. Good, we managed to break through in this province. So, as we move into Germany proper, and we start the surround over here of pretty much the entire army group center, we want our panzer bridgeheads to kind of meet up, I would say. So if Lvov is here, and then we're going to wheel north, and you're coming down this way, we kind of want our panzer bridgeheads to kind of meet up in this kind of region. So there's some marshlands here, and we would ideally like them to kind of meet up around here, if we can. That will be the aim. Go there. It's not an easy victory, it must be said. A couple of counterattacks coming in a couple of spots, but good little victory here. So, Mond in there. Right, where are you? You. Yeah, attack there, please. And then let's split these forces down a bit just to cover the flank. Looking pretty good down and around here. For some rather difficult battles. Okay, so let's move you all forwards for any infantry. In fact, rather than infantry, so the militia can stay behind. As can these proletariat units. And you're a militia unit, you can stay there. Everyone else can keep on moving forwards. I see Slovaki here, and good, that's an easy victory. Pavlov's veteran commander. Good luck smashing through there with a single infantry unit. Orban's moving up nicely. We do have a little victory here. So this isn't easy. I do want to throw that out there. Like, this might look like a bit of a cakewalk compared to, you know, what we were dealing with, but I would say that it isn't. And this will be my magnum opus if we pull this off, though. I'm going to move you that way, actually. Just to kind of provide a little bit of extra cover. And, oh, we do have some more motorized units, so you know what, we're going to move them around. But we're going to move a couple of you over as well. And I see another counterattack happening. No, nothing too bad there. So, let's take the majority of units immediately here. Let's take some of you. We don't want to divert too many off course. Yeah, because we're already fighting a battle in that other one. And the general aim is to link up these Panzer bridgeheads that we're working on so neatly. So they might be able to stifle that one, but this one, unlikely. So we're going to take all of you. So we're going to immediately launch a support attack there with you. Same thing with these units that we're going to move there. And then all of these units are going to immediately punch south. And yeah, we are counter-attacking this. And we're now moving into some better infrastructure zones, to be completely honest with you, which will help us a little bit. And once we get out of some of the bad places down here, that will help as well. Okay, so let's take all of you and go that way. Let's take all of these units and go that way. Let's lend a hand. So that should help a little bit. So we're going to take you and move you there. But our tank units are immediately going to continue breaking southwards from their northern positions. So Timoshenko versus Schubert. Okay. Timoshenko's surely got to be close to getting some decent trades. Some new ones. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Right, so hopefully we've sorted out our money issue. Losing 81, 143. So that's a lot more. The rate of loss is a lot worse than it was. Fuel is a problem. And we are building refineries and things to deal with that a little bit. So we've now lost that money shortage imminent aspect. We desperately want you guys to move on forwards. Okay, so 4 of you can go there. And 4 of you can do that. Yeah, keep on going. So they've got a lot of units that are very weak. Oh, and Trufanov looks like he's going to get a victory. Support attack there. A couple of units did break, but that's okay. That means you get re-involved immediately. Okay, and it looks like we actually broke some units here, which is good. This is mainly infantry, that's okay. Okay, and I can see a little tiny glimmer of hope which is Königsberg, being extinguished. Okay, so we've trapped a pretty sizable amount of units, and they're not moving, which is good. We don't want them falling back. We don't want them to realise that they suffer a huge chance of getting massively outflanked. We just want to keep the enemy off balance. So I can see that there's an attack option here. Good. And I don't care about kind of immediately attacking Königsberg. We can surround Königsberg and push, I think, for a river position here. That would be good. But even then, I wouldn't say that's something massively that I'm worried about. Right, can you please break these units here? Like, 9 versus 2. Okay, so we've got more reinforcements. Let's move these units over one. Keep that advance pushing. And it just wouldn't be fair if we didn't let Brabianco give it a go. Yeah, so that's going to help. Annoying issues around supply, really is. Alright, mechanized HQ, yep, that just reduces the time between attacks. Happy to give a little bit of money to or energy to Afghanistan. And then, yeah, we're going to take our tank forces that way. And don't want to go too far into the marshes. Just want to go a little bit into them. Just to delay the enemy if needs be. Okay. So getting victory here, yes. Getting it there, which is good. So this one's a key one. If we can win here, then we can unhinge it. We just need to win across somewhere along the front. Bloody spare panzer unit. Oh, and Badurni, who's probably one of the more useless commanders that we have, who's risen to fame and provenance. Okay, good. And yes, we can finally attack down here. Just keep it going. Keep it moving. Just want to get out of the bad infrastructure land. Feels like we've really come a long way in this campaign from being pretty roundly defeated to turning things around. What a difference a minor tactical change makes, eh? Master Soul. So yeah, they are going for it. Fedorenko here. God, really, really taking a juice in. I'm actually going to pull... Well, his unit doesn't... I mean, on here it looks... Did it break? It might have done. Okay, single engine airframe. Those guards and motorized ones are fine. Let's get you going. We'd let our Air Force drop to the point where we'd actually gotten an event that came up to say that we had an outdated Air Force. So that's kind of funny. And yeah, let's move you that way. Ooh, no. Right, infantry. No, that's okay, we'll let that go. More bothered in the Lvov push. Okay, I can see there's a little counterattack coming in here. But that's spare Panzer divisions being broken back. And I can see Angerberg just got taken. Yes, we knew that was going to happen. Just leave those ones alone. Don't need to go kind of too outlandish, because we're more bothered about getting as many units as we can. Okay, so let's take all of you and go that way. And then let's take all of you and go that way. Good. Keep it moving. And they are repositioning some forces. So our starting points were kind of over here. I think we'd taken a bridgehead here. And we've managed to go 92 kilometers. So it's not speedy progress, but considering our starting point was here, we've gone 128 kilometers. We're now, how far off? 178 from there. 134. So we're not that far off, to be honest with you. We're pretty good. We're making good, steady progress. We're protecting our flanks and moving along quite nicely. Now we are getting some shattering, which would indicate that, you know, some of these battles are a little bit difficult. Nope, don't want to say that I lost it. Okay, I can see that our 20 kind of units or so over here are actively well positioned to deal with this. Giant kind of encirclement op it's moving. Let's keep that going. Just want to move it along. Oh, you had a counterattack there. How about there? Yeah, that's fine. I think Rastenburg has relatively good forts, but I can't see any, so it does look like we're winning, albeit with difficulty. Now we do have some units and things ready to go. Well, so let's get them over there. Let's make sure we're replenishing our losses on the front. Counter-attack there. Okay. Right, Twin Pincer coming along nicely. This attack didn't really achieve its aims, but did kind of hold them in place. This one looking like the more kind of beneficial of the options. So we're going to move all of you. Going to carry them forward. After our previous fuel problems, we generally seem like we're dealing with them. Okay, guards, motorized thingy. Prototypes is a 42 level one to get there. 44 there. And then there's a few more 44s on here. Getting all the 44 ones we can on these ones. Yeah, and then we're back around to kind of operating and those kinds of things soon. What is the dealio? Please kick the bucket, for God's sake. Now, the thing is with a slow advance is it does allow for your units to kind of play catch up. So that's not something completely terrible. And we've been able to outflank these marshes. So let's get these units and carry them forwards. Good. And I can see that we are closing in on Brest-Litovsk. And in fact, both of our units are closing in, so if these guys will get some bloody organisation sorted, we might be able to join up these bridgeheads relatively soon. And now once we do that, we'll have surrounded pretty much the majority of everything that you see in the army area here. So that isn't far off now. Good. Budget's doing well. Losing some units in Angerberg, but yeah, we knew that was always going to be a problem. Let's hold off. But let's take our more fast units. Let's take them around like that. Oh, and you've made a bloody recovery, haven't you? Alright, less interested in kind of that bit there. And Moratskov. Firestein, that's good. Ah. And that counter-attacking army there has been dealt with. Is that counter-attack going to finish, please? Yeah, a single SS Fanatic unit. Sure. Throw it at us. Not the end of the world. Spread these units a little bit more equally, because we just want to do, there's an encirclement happening over here. There's something eventually going to happen with these units breaking through. I mean, in the time it's taken them, I mean, they've pinned down a fair amount of units, actually. I'll give them credit for that. Credit where credit is due, they've done that. And we don't need kind of like a full unit breakdown here. Just need to kind of hold there and keep it moving, because we just need the axis of our attack to just shift north a little bit. And then, literally, I mean, I don't even know how many units that'll be if we can pull it off. Right, so let's take half of you there. Let's take half of you that way. Keep up the momentum, everyone. So that's a victory. There's no major units here. Nasty Gabrielle. Now, we have done about a month. So, going to drop a save soon. Yeah. Game's been pretty stable, to be honest with you. It's a big gold star from me for being a good, stable game. Okay. Panzer divisions there for us to deal with. Bit of a never-ending meat grinder, this, but worth it, I think, in the long run. Kind of unit destruction. Very good if we could move these guys along a little bit. Now, there is another kind of infrastructure dead zone, I think, in this kind of region. Like the Pint, Sani, Stalin, like this bit is a bit infrastructure empty. It won't take much to kind of deal with it. Units are moving quite nicely, relatively quickly. I see you there. Launching one attack. So, Waffen Grenadier Division. Actually going to reroute units now towards the north, because we want to complete our encirclement movement here, and we're less worried about kind of movements elsewhere and more worried about kind of creating things that make a little bit more sense. At the same time, we can think about moving some of those other units kind of elsewhere and up a bit. But we want to keep that axis of attack. Oh, fuck's sake. Bloody supplies. Guys can move around there. Tanks and things can move over there. That's good. Can see that Königsberg is going to be a festoon before long. It'd be great if these Waffen divisions would just please kick the bucket. Oh, I see, yeah, the night fighting equipment. Both of those are worth getting immediately. Right, please. Yeah, go. Go, go, go. Like, for the love of God. Like, making it so bloody painful. Right. probably want to move you guys down. Well, in fact, we probably want all of you to go there. We want these guys that should have already moved up, but didn't, to carry on forwards. Starting to maybe not catch wind, but I think they're starting to make some more, somewhat more effective movements. We're going to attack there. Yeah, it's more marshes, but just helping to hold things in place. You've got this, guys. Just get into position. Right, come on, that fanatics unit, please die. I saw for a minute there we had supply because I saw the game give it to me. So that just makes me sad because I'm like, wait a minute, we had supply a second ago and now we don't. So we're now, so with the fall of this one, we're now within 164 kilometers of one another. And I see a lot of German units ripe for the taking. Like, a lot. And I actually see a possibility here, because I'm less bothered about kind of that province there that just is in front of Litos, because we're not going to take that. That's just not going to happen. So I want to kind of surround that, but like keep on heading towards our colleague armies down here. Right, let's see if we can't. Can you do it? Okay, that's fine. Let's let them keep going. They have repositioned some forces out of here. Can you, fine gentlemen, please hurry up? Like, seriously. Because kind of ruining everything with the slowness. Like, I get I didn't pick the best time to attack, but seriously. It was that or do no attack at all this year. Let's get all of you over there. I think I got the last batch of reinforcements that we sent going. Got some infantry and things that we're doing with over here. And yep, I can see some more kind of units over there that need a little bit of attention. Gonna bring them over. We are starting to exhaust ourselves, it must be said. Like, we are now starting to get a little bit of problems. The speed of advance is just not the same. bold and it's ambitious. And it's a real pain in the ass. Right, so we've caught about 8 units or so of Germans here, which, hey, you know, it's something. It's probably worth it just for that alone, but we want to do so much more. We want the bloody AI to let us. So, you can see a little gap kind of starting to form over here. And I think I can see victory in this part of the world. Good. Good, 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 good. Go, that's a little bit better. And these fine gentlemen are starting to give us what we want over here. But we need to take these provinces and kind of link it up now, because it's all well and good doing all of this, but unless we're linking it up, it's not really getting us anywhere. German areas, definitely tough. But let's start liquidating this damn pocket. Good. I can see a victory already in the stars. Lecker. Well, we needed a victory there. Why the hell weren't we able to deliver it? Did we attack like with one division? That hardly seems effective. Yeah, please keep going. So that would be great if these guys. Struggle bus is real. Okay, let's take you. And let's take some of you. And then let's take these guys. They're a little bit battered. And lend them a hand down there. Doesn't look like there's great divisions in this part of the world. And yeah, it does look like we're going to break through there. That way. We've got a proper tank battle going on here. And I'm expecting our units to win. Definitely take out Huber. Ski, yeah, keep it going. Hurry up and do the bloody business. Get it sorted. This is grindingly slow. Oh, pardon me. That's a sneeze and a half. Right, and then you're going to go that way, and then you're going to attack there. We're going to start applying pressure everywhere. Yeah, so these are all marshes. And this is similar to what we want to do kind of with with this. We are... Yeah, we're not quite where we want to be, but, like, we're broadly doing what we want to be doing. Tolbukin is getting there. The world's most annoying ongoing battles. Steiner's got an infantry division under his command now. Obviously, previous losses didn't deter him. And Orbin's still got some work to do. Let's move some of these guys kind of around the front. Hopeful for something like that. Ah, good. You can see a little... we're not quite meeting up where we want to. But we just need literally another couple of weeks of decent work. Might have finally broken the back of these units over here that were causing us trouble. Multiple attack penalty. Please break that unit. Bloody hell. This is actually madness. It's maddening. Just want to kind of duck down here. Closing in on the Martians. There we go. That's good. Yeah, that's fine there. And still a lot of units over there. A lot of units. What's the Battle of Gromno? It's bloody province, man. Like, holy shit. It's always a nightmare. So yeah, we've got a lot of units battling over there. Keep it going for a little bit longer. It really doesn't take much. Yeah, happy to pay that. Pay the nuclear, like, cost. Attritional warfare still ongoing. Yeah, there's some requests to build some new cores and things. Once we've got this surround done, I'll be more than happy to. Right, and I'm going to call it an episode here. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing the next episode of Hearts of Iron 3 and the Soviet Union campaign. Thanks again. Bye-bye.